Section before that section. What is this?
Kia ora koutou. I would like to welcome you to this graduation ceremony. Thank you all for coming to celebrate this important occasion with our graduating students. The ceremony will begin shortly. Can I please ask everyone to ensure that their phones are either switched off or on silent? In case of an emergency, the exits from the arena, the two doors you came in, and the doors along the sides are all clearly marked. Please be aware that the arena doors are now closed. There will be no access in or out of the arena for the first 20 minutes of this ceremony. The program for today is available online. Please use the QR codes located around the venue to download this. The official party, followed by the graduands for today's ceremony, will soon be entering the room, and I would like to ask you all to stand as they enter. At the end of the ceremony, can I also ask that you please remain standing to allow our new graduates to process out? Thank you.
Haere mai rā, tihi, te wehi, te mana e, kautanga akonga o te whare wānanga o Waikato e, nau mai rā, haere mai rā, ki runga i te papa neke neke hanga o a tātou tūpuna e, whakaeke mai rā e, piki mai rā e, haere mai rā e.
E te ti, e te tae, hare maira, kawea maira, ngā tini āhuatangara, ngā matikirunga i a koutou, i te rānei e, horohiara, ki runga i a papanui te rā e, te papa wairere, kia tangihi ai, kia mihi ai, kia poroporo ake rā, i te rānei e, koutou e, haere, haere, moe maira.
Whakaeke mai ki raro i te mana o te mauri o Kingi Tū Heitia e, te whare o Putatau e, me te kāhui ariki e, pai marire ki a rātou e, taupiri te maunga o Waikato te awa e rere nei e, ko tēnei te whenua o Ngāti Haua o Ngāti Wairere, nau mai rā, haere mai rā, ko tēnei tōra whakahirahira e, whakatau mai rā e.
Koutou rā, ngā waiwai tapu e, ko kuhu mai rā, ki te kua i te rānei e, i runga i te reo karanga o te rānei e, ko te whakapōtaitanga rā, o koutou ri te rānei e, nau mai rā, tauti mai rā, ki runga i tō tātou papa e, ki anei rā, te papa nui e, o wairere, o haua e, o pānga e, no reira rā, tēnā rā koutou e, tēnā rā koutou e. Koutou rā, ngā tauire, ko tai mai rā, ki mua i a tātou te rānei. E, ki te whakapōtai rā, i a koutou i te rānei e, tēnei rā, te whare wānanga o Waikato e, mihi ati reira ki a koutou, tō tātou amo kapua e, te amo kapua tuarua rā, e, tō tātou amo kapua Māori, tō tātou kraua i te rānei e, tēnā rā koutou, tēnei rā, te mihi rā ki a koutou e, tēnā rā koutou.
Ngā manu o te ao, ngā manu o te pō e ai ki te kōrero e, ko te kai a te manu i roto i te ngahere e, nō rātou te ngahere, me te manu e kai te mātauranga e, nō nā te ao, nō reira, nō koutou te ao nei e, i tēnei rā nei e, me te uhia nei o te whare wānanga mō koutou tohu kei rungi a koutou e, ko tēnei te mahi whakahirahira e, tēnā rā koutou e.
Koutou ngā tōwire e, o ngā tōpito te ao e, tēnei rā, te mihi atu, tēnei rā, ara mai rā, koutou katoa i te rānei e, tēnā rā koutou e, tā koutou tini, tā koutou mano i te rānei e, no reira he mahimi arora ki te tui mui a koutou i te rānei, te kite i a koutou te mana. O koutou e, ko puta atu i te ao marama i te rānei e. Tēnā rā koutou nau mai rā, hara mai rā, hare mai rā. Koutou me o koutou maunga tapu e, ngā awa e, tuākiri e, tēnei rā, e mihi atu nei ki a koutou e, tēnā rā koutou. E ngā waka hoki e, tēnā rā tātou katoa e.
Me te mahi hoki ki ngā whānau e whakaeke mai nei, e whakarau I ka mai nei e. Nō koutou te honore hoki mō koutou akunga nei e. Nō koutou te mana, nō koutou te ihi, nō koutou te wehi e. Tēnā rā koutou e. Taino ki ngā rangatira kei rungi tēnei atamira e mihi mai o haki a koutou. E mihi pōhari nei ki a koutou e. Anei ngā mihi e rere nei. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, whakatau mai rā e.
Mai te wāhi ngaru ta tamata wairua tapu I re hau pai mārire. Please be seated. Chancellor, the Right Honourable Sir Anand Satyanand, namaste. The Vice Chancellor Neil, ngā mihi. Me ngā kai arahi o te whare wānanga Waikato, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou. Tūrogoroko hia I te pōta kiri ko te ata. Ka wheki, ka wheka ki te matahau o tū. O tū te wini o tū te wanawana o tū whakaputaina ki te whai ao ki te ao mārama ti hei Māori ora. Ko te kuputuatahi ko te wehi ki te atua nāna rā tātou I whakawhaiti mai runga I te ora me te pai. Hi hui a mai rā I runga I te reo karanga o te kaupapa o te rā. Arā ki te tuku atu I ngā tohunga o tātou rangatira o te whare wānanga o Waikato. E rera I aku rangatira, e aku rahi, e aku nui. Nau mai, piki mai, kake mai. Nau mai ki te papa nui o Ngāti Wairere. Nau mai ki Waikato Tai Nui. Nau mai ki te kōpū mānia o Kirikiri Roa. Nau mai ki te kaupapa o te whare wānanga o Waikato. Ia ko rangatira, hare mai, hare mai, hare mai, hare mai. Hare mai me o tātou tini mate, o tātou tini aitua. E ai te kōrero I kure I tangi hia mai aroha ki a rātou ko mene hia nei ki te pō. Nā reira ngā mura o te tini ngā wenera o te mano hare atu rā, oki. Kia hoki mai ki a tātou ia koe rangatira. I ngā pāia, ngā koroua, ngā hoa, ngā rangatira ko tatu mai nei ki te tautoko I te kaupapa. Ko hanga I tia nei mō te tohu mō tātou rangatira. I pau wera nei te kaha I runga I a rātou ki te hiki I tēnei taonga, ara o te tohu I tēnei rā. Nā reira, huri no I raro I te tūnui o tō tātou whare. Tēnā koutou, ara, tēnā tātou katoa. Ka huri.
Te mana o te whenua tainui waka Ngāti Wairere e taki tēnā koe maua whakatau. Ladies and gentlemen, can I please ask you to stand for the singing of the national anthem? Side of the stage. The singing of the national anthem this morning will be led by the vocal group Alofa. Alofa is an operatic group comprising the 4 Fuima Ono brothers who are studying towards Bachelor of Music degrees in classical performance. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage to lead the national anthem, Alofa. Please be seated, everyone. Good morning and welcome to this graduation ceremony for Te Wānanga Pūtaiao, the Division of Health, Engineering, Computing and Science. My name is Neil Quigley. I'm the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Waikato. I'd like to begin by thanking all of you, the graduands, your family and friends, for taking the time to celebrate with the university staff and other members of the Waikato community the important event that is your graduation. This is a time to reflect on the learning and the personal growth that you've achieved in completing your degree and to spend time with friends that you've made while studying at the university. During the course of your study, you'll have acquired a perspective on the world that you could not have easily acquired through any means other than university study. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce the Chancellor of the University of Waikato. The role of the Chancellor dates back to the founding of the first universities in the Middle Ages. Today, the Chancellor has the role of chairing the University Council, the governance body of the university, and in that capacity, it is his role to confer the degrees on all of the graduands of the university. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Chancellor of the University of Waikato, the Right Honourable Sir Anand Sachinand.
Kia ora koutou, kei ngā mihi atu. I readily join in the welcome to friends, parents, partners, families and supporters to this graduation ceremony of the University of Waikato. To our graduands, today is a very special day for you, as it is for those who have supported and guided you through your university career to where you sit this morning. As you get ready shortly to don your cap, bonnet or trencher, signifying your qualification, and you prepare yourself to walk across this stage and into your future, It is a good moment to reflect on all of your achievements, and there will be many. There are many lectures and tutorials that you sat through, face-to-face or online, the tests and examinations you underwent, the hours you spent in libraries, and the thousands of words that you wrote in assignments. At the time, these may not have seemed much, but as you sit here and reflect, the sum total has ended up being something truly momentous. Let me say that wherever your journey takes you from today, you can derive strength from knowing that you have gained a solid platform of knowledge and skills from the University of Waikato. Your university experience will have contributed to your success, and it has prepared you to face challenge, to be creative, and to derive solutions. I encourage each one of you to take every opportunity that will now come your way, for it is sometimes not until you look back that you recognise that it has been the little steps along the way that add up to something extraordinary. I hope that your experience this morning makes you feel proud as you conclude this chapter of your studies. You will, I hope, take with you many fond memories of your journey with us at the University of Waikato. On our side, we will retain fond memories of your learning also. We take considerable pride in our graduates, and we will follow, you may be assured, your post-university journey with great interest. Please enjoy the day and take the time to celebrate. Congratulations once again to each of you in the University of Waikato class of 2020. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor. Now the Chancellor will now officially confer the degrees, diplomas and certificates on the graduands here today and those listed in the schedule but not in attendance. So will all of the candidates for degrees, diplomas and certificates please stand now?
I, Anand Satyanand, Chancellor of the University of Waikato, by virtue of the authority vested in me, do now confer the degrees and award the diplomas and certificates to the candidates who are here this morning and those who are listed in the schedule but not able to be in attendance. Congratulations. As graduates of the University of Waikato, you may now put on your trenches or bonnets as pertains to the degree or qualification you are about to receive.
Graduates, please be seated. Each graduate will now be called to the stage individually to be congratulated and to receive their certificates. We begin this process with the Doctor of Philosophy graduates. Chancellor, I have the honour to present the graduates for the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Will graduates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy please come forward? James Oyediji Aramu. Dr. Aramu's research investigated target removal of arsenic from contaminated raw water so that the subsequent biosolids can be reused in applications in agriculture. Chancellor, I present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, James Oyediji Aramu. Obina Apareki Chibenzi. Dr. Chibenzi's thesis focused on the use of spectroscopic X-ray, crystallographic and computational chemistry methods in the analysis of covalent and non-covalent interactions in platinum group metal complexes. Chancellor, I present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Obina Apareki Chibenzi. Meza Daoud. Dr. Daoud's research focused on developing techniques to improve the accuracy of classifying high-dimensional and small-sized data sets, such as the gene expression data. Chancellor, I present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Meza Daoud. Hamish Julian Gilmore. Dr. Gilmore's thesis is a computational and theoretical investigation of L invariants and congruences for Galois representations of dimension 3, 4 and 8. Chancellor, I present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Hamish Julian Gilmore. Kang Zui Huang. Dr. Huang's research uses X-ray tomography to model heat transfer during chilling and freezing of packaged foods in industrial refrigeration facilities. Chancellor, I present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Kang Zui Huang. Sapna Jaidka. Dr. Jaidka's research involved formally modelling and specifying the user interface, interaction, and functional aspects of safety-critical interactive systems using coloured Petri nets. Chancellor, I present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Sapna Jaidka. Udatani Gadari Delini Udashika Kumari Jayanada. Dr. Jayanada's research focused on developing supercapacitor-assisted LED lighting converters for solar-powered DC microgrids. Chancellor, I present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Udateni Gadara Dalini Udashika Kumari Jayanada. Harpreet Kaur. Dr. Kaur's research focused on investigating aquaphotomics, a new scientific discipline that examines the relationship between near-infrared water absorbances and underlying water structures. Chancellor, I present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Harpreet Kaur. Gemma Louise Lowe. Dr. Lowe's research investigated behavioural and physiological responses occurring during the onset of disease in dairy calves and assessed different approaches to early disease detection. Chancellor, I present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Gemma Louise Lowe. Oliver MacLeod. Dr. MacLeod presented the first detailed geological study of Mount Pirongia, an ancient stratovolcano south of Hamilton. He produced a 1 to 30,000 scale geological map which illustrates the entire stratigraphy of Pirongia over an area of 500 square kilometres. Chancellor, I present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Oliver MacLeod. Sophia Norze. Dr. Norze's research focused on optimising collagen extraction methodologies and investigated development of collagen-derived biodegradable films for the packaging industry. Chancellor, I present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Sophia Norze. Donya Novin. Dr. Novin's developed a novel functional dairy-based protein rich in vitamin MK7, a subtype of vitamin K2, with superior health benefits mainly to maintain bone health, reduce the risk of osteoporosis and cardiovascular disease. Chancellor, I present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Donya Novin. Richard Sanger. Dr. Sanger's research focused on easing the upgrade path of existing computer networks and improving the interoperability between the new network program technique, OpenFlow, and the existing fixed function network devices deployed in networks today. Chancellor, I present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Richard Sanger.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present the conferred degrees and awarded diplomas and certificates to graduates from Rorohiko me ngā Putauwai Pangaro School of Computing and Mathematical Sciences. This includes those candidates listed in the schedule but not in attendance. The certificates will be presented by the Head of School of Computing and Mathematical Sciences, Associate Professor Annika Hines.
Will the graduates for the degree of Master of Computer Graphic Design please come forward? Whitley and Son, Nicole Amy Senior, Ivanchi Sravastava, Xiao Hui Wu, Shuo Qi Zheng, Chao Chun Zhong, will the graduates for the degree of Master of Cyber Security please come forward? Atapan Daramas, Arnav Gogia, also conferred Bachelor of Computing and Mathematical Sciences with honours, Mitchell Jacob Grout. Malayandi Kumar. Ethan Blake Linton. Milton Jose Marcos. Alex Tudu. Michael Allen Washer. Will the graduates for the degree of Master of Information Technology please come forward? Kirill Gerasimov. Yingjun Huang. Pooja Anil Joshi. Yongheng Ma. Samskar Palavarapu. Chelsea Egan Patterson. Marian Epiphany Florentino Rubio. Yibin Sun. Tianbing Tang. Yao Wang. Shuang Wu. Will the graduate for the degree of Master of Science, Research, please come forward? Also conferred, Bachelor of Science, Harry George Andrew McCarthy. Will the graduates for the degree of Bachelor of Computing and Mathematical Sciences with honours please come forward? Sean Arthur Beamish. Courtney Page Douglas. Joshua Wayne Fellingham. Connor Linton Ferguson. Daniel Peter Lansdale. Melina Lauren Radcliffe. Luke Malcolm Schwartz. James Lane Sheaf Morrison. Abby Claire Silson. Brad John Sissons. Matthew Keith Skiffington. Troy Matthew Van Thiel. Hong Yu Wang. Troy Anthony Leslie West. Jesse Damon Witten. Sung Min Woo. Will the graduates for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with honours please come forward? Blake Matthew Akapita. Ward Murray Berry. Jardine Helen Chapman. Isaac Michael Higgins. Christopher William Johnson. Michaela Jane Kerr. Cameron Isaac Paul. Michael Brian Robertson. Rita Zabad. Will the graduate for the degree of Bachelor of Computer Graphic Design please come forward? Alexandra May Fitzgerald Webb. Will the graduates for the degree of Bachelor of Design please come forward? Harry Michael Ash. Sophie Bailey. Baljivan Singh Bhatia. Sean David Bresnahan. Baden McDowell Brewer. Benedict Somira Brondale. Emily Louise Brooke Watt. Kenneth Tuazon Eusebio. Alyssa Megan Evans. Yay. Hannah Rose Fromont. Sophie Margaret Hills. Steen Paul Louis Hosinger. Luke John Jones. Luke Joseph Jordan. Alexander Jonathan Kirby. Matthew Robert Morris. T. Mai An Nguyen. Wen Yue Ruan. Sam Matthew Scrimger. Laura Mary Thresher. Jose Christian Mendoza Vitug. Manaya Tony Witoko. Wu Shin Yim. Joshua Mark Ziegler. Will the graduates for the degree of Bachelor of Science please come forward? Reese Dylan Brebart. Liam David Chandler. Caleb Matthew Evans. Wei Lin Feng. Robert Scott Fletcher. Jack Glasson. Trent Gorman. Laura Lynette Hilda Henderson. Joshua William Hilton. Nicola Margaret Hopkins. Joff Marshall Ramirez Magat. Also awarded Postgraduate Certificate in Computer Science, Luke James McDowell. Timothy Stewart Miller. Aniket Mistry. Morgana Sophie Nicholas. Callum John Nordstrom. Leo Manu Oliver Dowling. Desiree Aurora Paul. Declan Ian Penwarden. Connor Peterson. Also awarded Diploma in Law, Caleb Paul Reed. Nachapon Sadindum. Imran Salim. Bruce Joseph Everardus Schruers. Brent Aaron Searle. Jane Tian. Chanel Colette Van Eden. Beckham Gary Ha Vernon. Bart Wassink. Luke Keedy Weston. Aaron John Wynn. Libby O'Neill Winter. Yu Cheng Yu. Nicholas Yun Ben Yuen. Will the graduates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Technology please come forward? Ishan Baba Saheb Patel. Nash Joseph Smith. Ryan Nut Tanzi. Ji Xing Yu. Will the graduate for the postgraduate diploma in computer science please come forward? Amal Alfred. Will the graduate for the postgraduate diploma in cybersecurity please come forward? Jaydev Prabhakar Nandoskar. Will the graduate for a postgraduate certificate in computer science please come forward? Jia Chi Shi. Will the graduates for a graduate diploma in computer graphic design please come forward? Sambhu Jayakumar. Yufeng Zhu. Will the graduate for a graduate diploma in mathematics please come forward? Manpreet Kaur. Will the graduates for the diploma in design please come forward? Leon Paul Barrett. Bryony May Dawn McNaught. Vice Chancellor.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present the conferred degrees and awarded diplomas and certificates to the graduates from the School of Engineering. This includes those candidates listed in the schedule but not in attendance. The certificates will be presented by the Dean of Engineering, Professor Mark Dyer.
Will the graduates for the degree of Master of Engineering please come forward? Also awarded postgraduate certificate in engineering, Ali Nurul Daim Mohamed Al-Khasab. Vance George Farrow. Ding Yi Huang. Larissa Franziska Kopf. Will the graduates for the degree of Master of Engineering Practice please come forward? Adam Jaya Lai. Junpeng Liu. Jatin Tohan. Will the graduates for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours please come forward? Kerry Marie Amy Adamson. Mohamed Ibrahim Al-Mansaf. Danique Ellers. Tess Karma Allen. Sian Nicole Anderson. Michael Johan Anderson. Christian Marco Aranas. Gaian Devinda Atapatu. Liam James Banks. Alexander Lockyer Colenso Bell. Hamish Charles Bell. Samuel Jack Burgess. Darren Johan Cairo. Lucy Jane Cameron. Gabriela Cardoza Nascimento. Liam John Kavanagh. Thushanth Chandra Kumar. Oliver Morris Copsey. Eugene Christo de Beer. Matthew Reuben Dexter. Ashley Grace Dick. Georgia Rose Downey. Garrick Logie Dutoy. Ezra Dennis Dunlop. Jamie Albert Foley. Guang Ying Gu. Scott Harvey. Samuel Oliver Hewlett. Scott Ben Hill. Adam Philip Jones. Jazz Parbu Jones. Irvin Jason Kukal Jurado. Mohamed Ramadan A. Kariri. Jacob Ezekiel Keane. Mitchell Eric Kite. Sam Matthew Shane Knox. Matthew Joseph Kovalevsky. Theo Anthony Mihailovich Krelin. Brad Willem Croft. Vinal Vashal Kumar. Neha Natasha Lal. Jonathan Franciscus Mayer. Robin Main. William Eric McCracken. Samuel John McCulloch. Lee Cameron McGregor. Alicia Kathleen McKillop. Miles John McLean. Jamie Luke McPhee. Mohammed Sayed Metlek. Petrus Cornelius Meyer. Benjamin James Moore. Regan Sean Murphy. Tim Oliver. Te Miringa Sarah Panapa. Bradley Orm Parrott. Michelle Josephina Pearson. Daniel Pereira. Rogan James Peter. Nicholas John Paibenga. Eden Kathleen Poihipi. Isaac Jonathan Poole. Lara K. Pooley. Matt Terry Quinlan. Emilia Bernadette Raju. Nicole Crystal Rubio. Egbert Johannes Sherman. Connor Schween. Jenna Scott. Zedekias James Tegan Pearson Cossett Sargent. Hamish Liam Sheridan. Bismarck Bimolog Simeon. Amanpreet Singh. Lovepreet Singh. George James Rayburn Syret. Joshua Michael Neil Ezra Smith. Matthew Allen Smithson. Emily Catherine Sopers. Timothy Lai Fung Sun. Jonathan Brian Minot Taylor. Joshua Mateus Tritcher. Michael Allen Upton. George William van der Beek. Jana Rose Walls. Terry Elise Wothensmith. Holly Katrina White. Jake Harry Whiteman. Luke Donald Woodward. Rui Rui Jiao. An Chi Zhang. Will the graduates for the graduate diploma in electronics please come forward? Zhao Yang Cheng. Lieben John. Prasanth Sundarajan. Will the graduates for the graduate diploma in engineering please come forward? Midun Kumar Devaraj. Mohan Surya Guruswamy. Manjot Kaur Sandhu. Vice-Chancellor.
Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present the conferred degrees and awarded diplomas and certificates to graduates from Te Huataki Waiora, School of Health. This includes those candidates listed in the schedule, but not in attendance. The certificates will be presented by the Dean of Health, Professor Sarah Strasser.
Will the graduates for the degree of Master of Health, Sport and Human Performance please come forward? Christy Elizabeth Bailey. Marie Louise France. Alison Eilid Oliver. Varun Ramesh Vartak. Will the graduates for the degree of Bachelor of Health, Sport and Human Performance please come forward? Johnny Dylan Andrews Nye. Sarah Ellen Best. Caleb Jaron Boswell Smith. Holly Mae Copplestone. Courtney Renee Dyer. Liam Daniel Fitzgerald. Keegan Callum Harris. Elena Rose Miriama Hill. Sarah Louise Kay. Morgan Hope Kilmister. Kaylee Lucy Konings. Reese William McPherson. Samuel Andrew Mills. Joshua James Morby. Kalpesh Morar. Ria Joan Nathu. Patrick Tate Parker. Joel Eruera Puke. Olivia Grace Raven. Logan Trishelle Robson Cortese. Dylan David Ruse Carpenter. Kathleen Elizabeth Schreiber. Leon Shim. Luke Jonathan Stevens. Bailey Sarah Sterling. J.D. Bree Taylor Chafee. Sarah Nicola Templeton. Josh Michael Tor. Emily Grace Usher. Menzo Cornelis van der Laan. Bailey Natasha Walters. Georgia Louise Webster. Jade Wharemate. Samuel Pak Sam Schwan. Vice-Chancellor.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll now take a short break. Please join me in welcoming back to the stage to perform for you this morning Emmanuel, Alfred, Jordan, Fatmanu, Fuima Ono, Rea Alofa.
bella cosa una giornata e sole, l'aria serena dopo una tempesta, e l'aria fresca abbraccia la fresca. Che bella cosa una giornata e sole, ma tu sole, più bello in me, oh sole mio, sta in fronte a te, oh sole mio, sta in fronte a te, sta in fronte a te. Quando fa notte, o sole se ne scende, e vene quasi una malinconia, sotto foresta toia restaria. Quando fa notte, o sole se ne scende, ma tu sole, più bello in me, o sole mio, sta in fronte a te, o sole mio, sta in fronte a te, sta in fronte a te. Tu sole, più bello in me, o sole mio, sta in fronte a te, o sole mio, sta in fronte a te, sta in fronte a te.
Thank you, Alofa. Vice-Chancellor, I have the honour to present the conferred degrees and awarded diplomas and certificates to graduates from Te Akamatuatua School of Science. This includes those candidates listed in the schedule but not in attendance. The certificates will be presented by the Dean of Science, Professor Margaret Barber.
Will the graduate for the degree of Master of Environmental Sciences please come forward? Kendall Tania Buchanan. Will the graduates for the degree of Master of Science please come forward? Sri Lakshmi Gopala Krishnan. Nicole Joy Hanrahan. Sean Lewis Morgan. Rachita Radhakrishnan Pai. Holly Ann Robertson. Daniel Albert Schipper. Will the graduates for the degree of Master of Science Research please come forward? Varsha Bobby. Sarah Alice Busbridge. Celeste Jade Davies Kelway. Georgia Louise Glover Clark. Monique May Hall. Carlin James Hemmel. Madison Kitty Ivy Henson. Ashley Bryce Megarin. Shana Louise McCleary. Alyssa Andrea Mihaila. Kristen Bailey Numa. Yannicka Tepaya Reiter. Charlotte Eve Robertson. Sukhjit Kaur Singh. Kit Christopher Lewis Squires. Rosemary M. Swears. Emma Marie Voss. Ashley Victoria Wade. Clara Renee Wilson. Will the graduates for the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours please come forward? Monique Ann Corbett. Ella Grace Hopkins. Also conferred Bachelor of Science, Sania Naved. Samantha Storm Taka. Lara Helene Bentzman Wilson. Sarah Emily Wilson. Will the graduates for the degree of Bachelor of Science please come forward? Joyita Taufo Afamasanga Whaitotoa Maka. Daria Rose Atkins Tangni. Nicole Bailey. Monique Johanna Barrow. Enklin Batmun. Jessica Paula Jane Bentham. Bio Christopher Bio. Alexandra Summer Bryant. Patricia Sofia Martinez Buencamino. Drew Marie Carson. Ya Chi Chung. Bianca Janelle Crail. Sarah Elizabeth Ems. Also awarded Postgraduate Certificate in Biological Sciences, Gemma Brenda Fernio. Charlotte Rose Ferrier Kerr. Chelsea Rose Gifford. Charlotte Ann Gordon. Stephanie Wendy Goss. Shanae Danielle Hall. Jessica Eris Harwood. Ella Imogen Hassel. Michelle Lauren Hayes. Olivia Leonie Hooker. Kelly Marie Jameson.
Yeah, Kelly!
Rina Cabuea. Taya Bella Catherine Kinley. Also awarded Graduate Diploma in French, Hannah Rose Klaus. Helena Georgette Layton. Yin Liang. Ritika Mala. Sarah Marsh. Gabrielle Millicent Jocelyn Marshall. Kyla Jewel Martin Hall. Callum David MacDonald. Hannah Rose Mackenzie. Jefferson Pacomios Mendez. Sean Tony Milliken. Catherine Margaret Moores. Tanya Zishin Ng. Faramin Nisha. Tessa Taiaroa Norton Campbell. Amy Joy O'Sullivan. Kate Diane Pemberton. Tamsin Erin Amber Pilgrim. Hannah Hazel Brittany Preston. Gorav Ramphul. Siga Ray. Isabella Julie Redder. Tiffany Bronwyn Rich. Mia Annie Richmond. Hannah Lois Robinson. Hannah Catherine Rogers. Iris Rose Kahurangi Ronald. Aidan John Rawlingson. Gianluca Domenico Salsano. Diana Agnes Savage. Sukriti Sharma. Royal Singh. Chelsea Ann Cinnamon. Thomas Richard Slack. Summer Lee Sievers. Aliza Tahir. Taylor Scott Thompson. Emily Thornton Pitt. Ella Rose Trefford. Jack Spencer Turpett. Liam Glenn Vick. Jolisa Viliamu. Savannah Joy Eileen Waterman. Also conferred, Bachelor of Business, Caitlin Inez War. Ashley Stanley Carl Williamson. Brooklyn Morgan Wilson. Chen Shin. Shirley Young. Shinhan Zhang. Will the graduates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Technology please come forward? Alicia Kaylin Avery. Ruth Jacinta Barrow. Toby Derek Beasley. Courtney Page Bowerson. Sam J. Brinkworth. Jacqueline Meredith Casely. Annabelle Rose Carrington. Charles James Crawford. Caitlin Dorbin. Paul Thomas Dyer. Laura June Fastnedge. Rebecca Katrin Finity. Jonathan Xavier Hogg. Alana Page Horsley. Casey Brooke Jenkins. Holly Sophie Keane O'Leary. Nicole Linda Cleven. Caitlin Ann Collar. Nicole Beverly Kuipers. Harrison Robert John Malcolm. Jessica Claire MacDonald. Isabel Joy Payton. Bernadette Maria Prout. Shantea Rose Randall. Baha Aldin Hisham Saleh. Natasha Marie Smith. William Christopher Roman Starzinski. Erin Joy Steed. Connor Wayne Stevens. Amber Lillian Taylor. Jade Elizabeth Tulp. Marika Delwyn Vanderlee. Bram Garrett Janvel Garlin. Brianna Vetti. Casey Elizabeth Vink. Melissa Amy White. Will the graduates for the postgraduate diploma in environmental sciences please come forward? Ankita Thankama Iti. George Anselm Meehan Wood. Will the graduate for the postgraduate diploma in materials and processing please come forward? Fabian Joseph Valiparambil. Will the graduate for the postgraduate certificate in earth sciences please come forward? Rebecca Breyer Gunn. Will the graduates for the Graduate Diploma in Environmental Sciences, please come forward. Zetang Hong Dao. Neil Arvinbhai Patel. Phoebe Sompio Tio. For the Graduate Diploma in Materials and Processing, please come forward. Karnav Dinesh Kumar Gajar. Will the graduates for the Graduate Diploma in Molecular and Cellular Biology please come forward? Ricky Ann Kelly Fraser Jones. Elisaveta Larina. Dhaval Kumar Jayantilal Patel. Will the graduate for a diploma in cybersecurity please come forward? Ali Salman Naqvi. Will the graduate for a Bachelor of Computing in Mathematical Sciences please come forward? Sivaram Manoharan. Vice-Chancellor.
It's now my pleasure to introduce the student speaker for this ceremony, Michaela Kerr. Michaela's graduated today with a Bachelor of Engineering with honours in Software Engineering. Growing up in Nelson, Michaela developed a keen interest in programming and in technology alongside competing internationally in road cycling. Excuse me. And this led to her undertaking a Bachelor of Engineering with honours at the University of Waikato. And she also received a Sir Edmund Hillary Scholarship in order to pursue her sport and her academic studies. Michaela has developed a keen interest in the energy sector, completing 2 internships at Mercury and her honours project in this area. As a result, Michaela's moving to Wellington in January to start a developer role at Transpower. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the podium to give the graduate address, Michaela Kerr.
Ke te mōhiotia ko te kaiwhakairo tērā, ka kukuma mai I te mori, o roto rawa I te rākau. Ka tongahia ko terehia nā konga rākau, kia rere ai. That's a poem called Rākau by Alice Te Somerville. You are a kōwhai tree, continually reaching and growing, constantly seeking perfection in the form of yourself. Much like a kōwhai, we live what we consider a lifetime. And over this lifetime we change. We grow and experience, expanding ourselves and our knowledge. However, a kōwhai has an advantage over us. They do not expect change. They expect constants. Patterns, weather, sunlight, seasons. These are predictable cycles, which we as humans focus on less and less because they matter less and less to our lives. We have raincoats and cars and fireplaces and food, and we can adapt to most situations quite rapidly. A kōwhai does not have the same advantage. Because we expect so much change, we've become adept at ignoring it. We get told to change constantly. We grow up. We go to university, we get a job. We learn and change and People are always telling you, or at least they're telling me, change is a good thing. However, the change people are thinking of is the verb, to make or become different. As if change occurs overnight, that it is a constant that we can rely on. Instead, I have learnt that change is a cycle. This is the noun form, an act or process through which something becomes different. And that is something to us, or in this case, me. Like a kōwhai seeing sunlight, it knows it wants to grow towards the sun, so it will reach and grow towards its end result, directing any resources there it can to help it achieve that purpose. Fundamentally, the kōwhai will grow. A constant change cycle of reaching and growing. If there is one thing that change has taught me, there is no one element to it. And like any cycle, it keeps going and growing, just like a kōwhai tree, just like life. However, change is not as simple as saying so, which is something I have been learning for quite a while. So much of my life before university was spent trying to get into university. And once I was here, I knew I was here, but I didn't really understand what I was doing. I was making friends, I was racing my bike, I was learning a lot, but I wasn't really doing anything. I was not reaching, and therefore I could not grow. Regardless, many of us here will retain a sense of nostalgia for our university days, retelling stories of each year. How our memories guide our future is up to each of us, yet our nostalgia will remain. We remember our lecturers, our professors, our guiding tutors, who all helped us to be able to walk across the stage today, just as each year prior to us. No doubt graduating will be retained as a beautiful memory for us to reminisce about with our family and friends in the coming years. Every friend we make is connected to us from the past few years, and for this, thank you to everyone here for being that someone to talk to when your friend or family needed it. University is full of challenges, and what we tend to forget is that life outside of university coursework does exist. So to every supportive person here, thank you for supporting your friends, your classmates, your whānau. That is something that is not written on your university transcript, but you should be proud of it. To the University of Waikato, the Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, thank you for allowing us this opportunity to graduate in 2020. Thank you for bringing us together, and thank you for everyone here. Without us all preparing to change our lives, for reaching for a future we cannot see, we would not be here. So thank you. Hopefully, our futures will allow us to embark on growth, which allows us to bloom. A room full of kōwhai trees blossoming for our whānau. Ko mutu a moto mahi mō tēnei wā. Mana kitia mai mātou katoa. O mātou hoa, o mātou whānau. Ai ki te arangi.
Thank you, Michaela, and thank you to all of you, our graduates, your families, friends and supporters who've attended this graduation ceremony this morning. Today, graduates, you've been admitted to the community of scholars at this university. And though you may have completed your formal association with the university as a student, you're now warmly welcomed as a valued member of the university's alumni community. We look forward to staying in touch with you and hearing of your future successes. As we come to the end of this ceremony, it's my pleasure to invite our kaumātua, Taki Turner, to offer a closing karakia. E koro, maupā te tahi he karakia whakamutanga. Kia ora.
No, so me. No, please. I got it all wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, parents, friends, siblings, please give one more hand for our leaders of tomorrow. Rere pā te ariki e te atu inu tūne kia koe tuki nei tēnei wā o te kaupapa e tēnei rā. Reiri nei tuni ka koe ki uhi ei hunga mana ki runga i tēnei o ngō tātou rangatira i runga i tēnei rā. Kia tātou te ata whai o tō tātou arika i hukrei te me te aroha te atua. Me te whiwhinga tahitanga ki te wairua tapu. Ake, Amen. Kia ora tātou.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand while the procession of university staff and graduates leaves the auditorium?